Hello, my name is Radu Pruno. I'm a machine learning consultant at UiPath, and I want to thank you for your time today. In this session, I will give you an overview of UiPath document understanding and demonstrate how it can help you intelligently process different types of documents. For this demo, we're using a simple use case that should be familiar to everyone: processing refund requests. Imagine an e-commerce platform that offers goods from several retail shops and of course provides the customer service. On this slide, we will focus on Oliver, who is our customer service agent. As part of his job, Oliver has to process requests for reimbursements. So first, he opens and reads each document, checks if all the details needed are there, and if the data from the return form matches the data from the receipt and invoice. With this information in hand, he has to decide either to approve the refund, exchange the goods, or reject the request altogether, taking the corresponding actions. In addition, Oliver has to update the CRM, create the reports, and notify the customer. This takes him around 20 minutes per customer request, and truly speaking, it's quite a boring task for Oliver. So let's see how we can automate it using UiPath document understanding. Such an automation should save Oliver 85% of time and should help him focus on more valuable tasks. I would like to remind you how the document understanding framework works. On the screen, you can see a step-by-step approach to our AI-enhanced document processing solution, including digitization, classification, extraction, and validation. In a minute, we'll see how it all works. Each of these folders contains the downloaded attachments of a refund request. Each has a form completed by the customer, plus the invoice and receipt of the respective items they want to either return or exchange. The robot will simply pick up these requests one by one, process all the documents, and bring a human in the loop when it's unsure of a particular action. As Oliver, I need to process quickly the 3 refund requests today. So I'll open the UiPath Assistant and run the automation that will assist me with this process. The robot will first load the taxonomy and start processing the first refund request. It's taking the document and digitizes it, then tries to classify all the documents that it can recognize. The classification has a low confidence, so the classification station will pop up. On the right-hand side, you can see the scanned PDF with all the different documents it has in there, and on the left-hand side, the result of the classification, and of course, the split done by the robot. The robot has correctly identified the 3 documents in scope: the form with 100% confidence level, the invoice with 67% confidence, and the receipt with 73% confidence. The robot correctly classified them, but had a low confidence level, and that's why it required my attention. All of this validated information is safe for the robot to use and also to improve the performance of the classifier, as well as to accurately continue the automation, passing the 3 documents to the right extractors. So now we're extracting data from the documents. In the validation station, the 4th document that appears is the form, as some fields have a low confidence. Handwritten customer number, customer name, invoice number are all correctly identified. I can also make some amendments if necessary. All of the line items with all of these items that need to be returned can be also validated and correctly extracted. Different checkboxes, date, and of course, the signature is also present on this document. So I'm now happy with all of the extracted results, so I can continue and move on to the next document. We will see the validation station popping up only in the case when the robot is unsure about the accuracy. All the other documents go for straight-through processing. Now, this invoice needs Oliver's attention. We see the invoice number and the date have low confidence scores, yet they are captured correctly. The customer name wasn't extracted, but being a customer service agent, I can easily and quickly highlight this field to get it extracted. All the other fields are fine, so we can review the table with all the line items. They seem correct. Once I'm happy with this, I can save and continue the automation. Again, the data validated by me is safe for further retraining to help the robot get smarter over time. The next document we see is the receipt from the same refund request. The vendor name, the receipt date, tax amount, everything seems to be captured very well. So you can simply also have a look at the line items, save and continue. Now we're processing the next reimbursement request, and we see that the robot reported an invoice is missing with 95% confidence level. So we would need to ask the customer, of course, to send this document back to us. By this time, the robot has started executing the data from the third and final request, and it seems that it needs our help. We see one more time the return form filled in by hand. We need to check the customer name field, as it's actually missing a character here. Look at the table, the checkboxes. It all seems fine. The signature is also detected, so we can continue. The robot checks and matches all the information in the background in just a few seconds. As a next step, the robot presents a summary of the processed reimbursement requests. In the first request, we see that all the fields are validated, so I can simply approve the refund. In the second request, the invoice was missing. So the robot will automatically reach out to the customer as the next step by default. In the third case, most of the data was validated, but some of the items were not included in the receipt. So this needs further investigation, so we need to escalate to the customer service manager. In the background, the robot also updates the CRM and sends notifications to the customer. This is how it's done. As a result of this automation, we expect the customer service agents to save up to 85% of the time usually spent on reimbursement requests. This would not only accelerate their productivity and increase job satisfaction, but also significantly improve customer experience. UiPath enables end-to-end document processing automation for a wide range of documents. The combination of AI and human validation helps ensure high accuracy while also improving the straight-through processing rate over time. Thank you a lot for your attention. If you want to learn more about these capabilities and read some customer success stories, please visit uipath.com/documentunderstanding or contact us directly. Thank you.